Let's move on to Ken's question. He says, I'm currently in step 9 and we have reached our know your number goal and will retire in 4 years at 55 with a second pension. Should I continue to save 25% until that retirement date? Or should I focus on paying off the mortgage early? I love this question because we're always talking about getting to this point. So like, how should they think about it? Because they're pretty close, which is exciting.
So the language matters. I want you to read the question, just the beginning of it. I want to hear the part where he says his retirement. And this is what I'm trying to discern. Has he calculated that based on his savings, he's going to hit that number, or here, 4 years away from retirement, he's already there? Can you reread the question?
Yeah, it says, I'm currently in step 9. We have reached our know your number goal and will retire in 4 years at 55 with a second pension. So it sounds like he's reached it.
He's reached it is what it sounds like.
We have a culture of compliance here, so I do want to share. We don't know all of Ken's variables. He's given us some key things, so we have to be careful. This is not specific recommendations, but we can, based upon the way the question was answered, give some guidelines if we were kind of like, doing some role playing with a client here. A situation is that obviously if you've reached the number and I have the goal that I want you to be completely debt-free when you actually cross that threshold of retirement in 4 years. You've got to figure out how between now and then that you are completely debt-free with the mortgage. It's crazy not to. So I'm going to give you the freedom to figure out, is that something over the next 4 years you go do 25% a year, or do you just go whole hog on it and pay off the debt and then come back? But I will tell you this is another guidance that I share with brand new clients who are going through that threshold. You're going to be very insecure that first year to 2 years that you retire, because now when the market goes oopsie and goes down, if you get into that systemic risk of you have a downturn right as you retire, you're going to have a lot of insecurity. So I always tell all of my brand new clients, hit retirement with some momentum, meaning that if you're just like when you see a massive hill in front of you, a lot of times you'll give it a little extra goose to gas, so you hit that hill, and you actually have extra momentum to push you through it. So I'm not going to be telling you don't have to save another dollar from this day, because I think that you could, just like bears. My daughter last night when we went to dinner, she was like, Dad, did you know that there's a competition where they actually take pictures of bears before they go into hibernation, and the fattest one, they wins, they post all these things.
Did not know that.
No, I thought it was the coolest thing. And I wish I could remember the cutesy name that she told me this year's winner was, because there was this cool picture she showed us at dinner last night. And I would tell you, I want you to be the fattest bear heading into your retirement. So load it up, hit some momentum with that. But yes, I do want you to be completely debt-free when you hit retirement as well. Give some more details, because I kind of gave overview.
I like the detail of being the fattest bear.
I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot.
But
I do. There's
a but. So
I'll say the first thing, and then I'll say my little controversial thing. My first thing is, what's beautiful, Ken, is when you know your number and when you have reached your number, we call that financial independence. When you are in financial independence, the beautiful thing about being independent is you get to pick and choose what you want to do with your dollars. That's what the dollars have allowed you to do. And so should you continue saving? Well, if you want to. Should you stop saving? Well, if you want to, right? I think you get to choose, once you're at financial independence, how you want to deploy your dollars. This is the only thing that gives me just a little bit of anxiety, and please don't fight me.
So this is the but.
This would be the but. If Ken, I agree. I love for my full retirees, full financial independence folks to be debt-free or have the ability to be debt-free. And this is what I mean. Let's suppose that Ken is in that 2.5% mortgage right now,
Here
Brian.
we go.
He's got that 2.5% mortgage. So long as his liquid assets are robust enough, that money sitting in cash is earning 5%. And so here's what I like about what Brian said. When you come into retirement, you want to hit it with momentum. You want to go whole hog into it. The beautiful thing about having the ability to be debt-free is maybe you do retirement for that first year and say, okay, I got my sea legs about it. Now I'm going to write the check and pay off the mortgage. Okay, you know what? I want to make sure that I can get through these first markets a little soft right now. Okay, now I'm going to pay off the mortgage. I love the idea of having a plan for the mortgage to be gone, but I'm just realistic that right now in this very unique interest rate environment, some flexibility. Now, here's what's beautiful. He did say he's 4 years away, so there's some time to figure this out, but that's one of the things that I would think about and consider as I was going into retirement. Agree, disagree, want to fight with a rebuttal.
But I think you have get wealthy behaviors and you have stay wealthy behaviors.
Yep, I agree with you.
And he's obviously he's behind the get wealthy behaviors. We've already reached that point. So now de-risking before retirement will not only, it goes right in line with the fatten yourself up before you go into hibernation. So I think that now we're splitting hairs and you have to ask yourself, don't get cute.
What are your goals?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably, look, I'm a bridge builder. I will tell you, Bo's not wrong in the fact that me and him have had this debate about my own mortgage. Because I have the goal, I'm about to cross the threshold of 50 and I want to be completely mortgage free. And I have the money to stroke a check right now, but I have a 2.5% mortgage. So I have, instead of writing the check on my birthday, I've got essentially a compartment in my cash reserves that it's not even really part of my cash reserves. It's on top of the cash reserves that I'm playing an arbitrage game momentarily. But if interest rates ever get dropped below 2.5%, I'm just going to stroke the check. But I don't know if Ken has to do that. I still plan on working
you're not retired.
Decades.
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
Ken, I just think while he's in the de-risking side of the stay wealthy part, I think that you're splitting hairs, and it's probably, if it's 4 years away, I mean, I bet this balance is already less than $100,000.
Sure.
And if it's less than $100,000, let's get that thing knocked out.